was a young boy.
Oh, really?
When I was small, I was born and raised on a farm. And there were 10 kids in the family, dozen of us. And I'll never forget when my dad brought my mother the first washing machine. It was just a tub, and it had a metal plunger on the end of it with a panel and one of them strap holes. And he was so proud of God. You showed up for the lady nowadays and said, here's the washing machine.
He'd get kicked out, wouldn't you?
His dream that he would have.
This is just for the small individual independence.
This would be the little guy up there on the hill, just for himself. He's trying to strike the ring. And very, very strong. Digging under there and never hit the mother hole like they have big dreams of doing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, what we shift boss and crew, that shows no lost time accidents, man shift days. Each boss, how long he worked without having a minor accident.
Oh, okay.
And also, every time that you went down the mine, you had on your belt, I don't have one on this, I got an old belt, 2 old belts, but one. They got a tag on there with your name and your work number. Like mine was 118701. That was my work number. And you had a tag that before you went down underground, you better put that on there. You put the tag on there, and when you come up, you take the tag off and put it over on another board. If you come up and you go in the shower and you go home and your tag's still there, they gotta go down the mine looking for you. And if they don't find you, pretty good chance you won't be working next day. They're gonna fire you. You better. I've forgot it more than once, and so have a lot of the other friends. But usually you take care of each other. They'd say, Ed, you didn't take your tag off the board, or I'll tell Joe, you didn't take your tag off. And then you kind of get in the habit to go by it and see if you did.
Yeah.
We're gonna go in.
You guys are bugs.
Oh yeah, they did.
Butterfly? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I like you to say with that. Ow!
I don't think so, Joe.
Whenever you wanted to go down the mine, you had, they haven't got one, but you had what we call a pull box. It's just like a buzzer in a bus. And if you want to go down and you got men, there's men going down, then you would flash them and tell them what level you want to go to. Say you want to go to the 2,800 foot level, see the sign over here? Call bell, main hoist. You drain first, you drain 3, because you got men going down. If it's material going down, timber or anything, you don't worry about it. You just give them 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pause, and give them 3. And then down you go. And when you get to the level, you pull the cord, give them a stop bell. There's so much slack in the cable that he'll get you close to the station you gotta have. See the arrows on there? It shows you what level. As this cable goes up, that arrow moves to the level. He'll move, and he'll get close. He might be that far above or that far below, depends how much weight on there stretching that cable. So if you want to go up just a little bit, you give him 3 slow ones, not fast ones, because he's going to take it away real slow. Then he'll raise it real easy. Then when you get it, give him a stop. If you're down too high, then you give him 2 slow ones and he'll lower it down. Because he's getting in here. And as you see that window way up high? The reason for that window being up there so high is that you don't want a window where the engineer can see what's going on out there in the yard, because his mind might get off of what he's doing. He'd be watching something, not paying attention to his job. That's the reason they don't want the engineer to see anything out there to distract him, because there's always things going on, bringing timber, taking out ore, people coming, people going. And this engineer has got people's life in his hands. It's one I wouldn't want to do. I wouldn't want him to have the responsibility. One of our tour guides was an engineer, and he could tell you some weird stories on things that's happened. Okay, we're going to go.
What is this here?
Pardon?
What is this with the rope wrapped around it for?
Well, they got the rope holding this thing up. See that? Around that pulley.
Yeah.
And it's around here. So if this rope wasn't on it, maybe it would fall over. I don't think it had any other purpose. I'm not too familiar with the parts and the hoist and so on. But this machine now, if you had to buy it brand new, would probably cost you $5-6 million. Carbide light. In the olden days, they didn't have these like flashlights like here's the kind of light that I use. And see the battery there? And every day you bring it up and you put it on the charger, and the next day it'd be charged up and you could have it again. But in the old days, they had the carbide light. There's the can of carbide, right there. And you put some in there, and then they had water there. In with it, when that carbide hit the water, it would light. And a little flame would come out. And that's what them old-time miners used, that little flame on there. These aren't much better than a flashlight down there. It's just like a new world. But that's the kind we had. So that's what they used to drill with. Now, does anybody know what they used them cannels for?
Isn't that what they put in the actual shafts? They sat in the shafts while they were working?
They didn't use them cannels for light. Of course, some of the old miners had
Lighting dynamos?
used a couple of cannels to light certain places and whatnot.